Howdy y'all, Big Country here with Big Country Survival. Alright, so, yeah, apologize for taking so long to do video. I had a lot going on, and now I'm getting sick, so time to start hitting the vitamin C again. This is how I avoid getting sick. I hydrate, one, and then I take vitamin C to the point of having to go to the bathroom constantly. As long as you stay hydrated, you'll be okay, right? I'll take like 2 1,000 milligram capsules of vitamin C, and then like I'll take another 2 at lunch, and then another 2 as I get home. So I'm getting like 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Just make sure that you've got enough vitamin C to fight whatever illness. And I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but that's just what I do. But anyway, that ain't what I'm here to talk about. Here to talk about this VR that I've been gonna do for I don't even know how long. But it's a video response to Shabo over at Shabo Outdoors. The premise of the video is great items for barter during SHTF. Now, I've watched his video, and I've watched the Angry Canucks video. So, there's those two guys, both of them, great guys, with great channels, and go check them out. On my hat, I'll admit. See, that's me. You can tell I don't edit any of this. So that bugs me. It's been bugging me all day. There we go. Now it won't bug me so much. So my good items for barter during SHTF. Now, I'm going to avoid the standard ones that everyone seems to give. Alright, and this is not, and I'm going to try and avoid using the ones that Shabo and the Angry Canuck used. I will say this. I'm not a huge fan of gold. I'm not, in general, a huge fan of buying any item that you will not use yourself if barter does not come up. So, in other words, I don't think you should go out and buy alcohol if you do not drink alcohol. If you do not smoke, you should not go out and buy a whole bunch of cigarettes. Now, this isn't to say that, you shouldn't, as in, just don't, but, it's not going to hurt anything, but that's money I could, right now, that fiat currency, right, I can go out and use that money to go get rice, go buy me a month's worth of food that I just spent on, a couple packs of cigarettes. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. So if I'm not going to use it, then I'm not going to waste my money just hoping that somewhere down the line, SHTF happens and I'll be able to trade, my can of dried out skullberry blend, which I don't have any of that. Never again. But I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna do that. It makes no sense to me. But I digress. And I'm not a huge fan of gold. It's on my list. It's on my priorities list. It just isn't in the top 10. I'll do a video if anyone's interested on why. One of these days. Just leave a comment section below. I'll get to that. And I am rambling on, and I apologize for that, folks. I'm going to try and get into this. Alright. So some of my barter items. One is going to be specifically pain medication. Ibuprofen, Tylenol, things like that. There's a lot of people out there that they survive on that stuff. There's a lot of people that over-medicate, and they have a little throb in their head, and they pop a couple of pills, and those people, when they run out of their ibuprofen or their Excedrin or what have you, they are going to want this, and they are probably going to pay a pretty penny. Either that, or they're gonna go down to their local drug dealer and buy a joint. I think that weed will definitely be a tradable. In a major Tiawaki, marijuana will be traded. You would be an idiot to think otherwise. And people just grow it themselves. From what I've been told, it's fairly easy to grow. I don't know that for sure. You can grow it in the middle of the woods, so how hard could it be? I don't know. I've never done it. But anyway, so anything for pain, specifically over-the-counter pain medications, ibuprofen, etc., Motrin. Caffeine pills is another one, because people are going to be up late on watch. You're going to have a watch posted so you don't wake up with your throats cut. So that would be a big thing. I would think that would be a good tradable item. Probably not in the top 10 tradable items, or top 6 or whatever. But I do think that would be a very useful trade good. Is caffeine pills, or maybe like some of that stay awake gum. Have you seen that? It's chewing gum with like a cup of coffee worth of caffeine, and like one piece of gum has a cup of coffee's worth of caffeine. I think some stuff like that would be useful as a trade good. So there's that. Next, condoms. Or really any method of birth control. And STD prevention. Because if history has shown us anything, is that when the crap hits the fan, people want to get it on for some reason. Maybe it's, survival instinct and all of that, I don't know, but there's been a lot of kids that were conceived in the middle of a big snowstorm or a hurricane. That's just kind of what happens. People, I don't know, it triggers something in us. And some scientists could probably be a little more specific and all of that, but people also don't want to worry about a kid, when they don't know what the situation's going to be like 9 months from now. And also people aren't always the most, discretionary. They don't always use the greatest discretion when SHTF, when figuring out who to let's say lay with in the biblical sense. You're not going to have any treatments for those STDs. So, yeah. People are going to want to prevent that. Next is baby stuff. Diapers, specifically, disposable diapers. Bottles. and binkies and teething rings and things like that. Diapers, diaper creams, diaper powder, baby powder. Um, the baby powder has many, many uses, and most of the diaper creams would as well. And things like bag balm, all of that have very, very different, multiple use items. But, the diapers is a specific thing because babies are going to poop. And if you've got kids, if you've got grandkids, if you might have kids, if you might have grandkids, it's not a bad idea to have some diapers stashed away. And as a barter item, it would be very valuable. And you don't have to use the disposable ones for yourself. You can get, or for, for your own children, you could purchase the cloth ones. And there's barter and trade with the disposables. Excuse me. Anyway, so diapers will be a valuable commodity, I do believe, and maybe not in the initial stages of SHTF, but in the rebuilding and in kind of in that in between, it's going to be a useful item. Last but not least is going to be feminine hygiene products. You know what? Every female from puberty to menopause has the same thing happens once a month. And fellas, I get it. You don't want to talk about this. You don't want to go down the forbidden aisle at Walmart. Get your wife to. You don't have a wife, get your girlfriend to. You don't have one of those, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But find a woman if you're that, I don't know. There's probably some company that sends them in online. I don't know. But so women have this, have periods, and they're gonna want pads and tampons. So it would be a valuable trade good, just for the simple fact that there's a lot of women out there, and they all have this same thing. Happens once a month. So there, right? That's my final barter item is feminine hygiene products. And those are just items. I mean, most of these items are things that a lot of people use, right? Diapers. I mean, people need diapers. Or they want diapers, right? Because you don't want to have to wash baby poop off of, a pair of underwear or something. I mean, you don't want to, especially in SHTF, right? Because you gotta either trade for soap, or you've stored away a limited amount of soap, or you gotta make your own soap. And to make your own soap, you've got to use fat, which is calories, which is a waste of calories if you can avoid it, right? Yep. These are things I'm all over the place, guys. Anyway, I hope that these are some valuable barter items, just things to think about. Again, go check out Shabo over at Shabo Outdoors, and the Angry Canuck as well. But this is a VR to Shabo, so specifically Shabo. Go check him out. If you are not already subscribed to him. Alright, till next time, this Big Country with Big Country Survival, signing out, and God bless.